It's a brisk morning, but it's supposed to be a great day. Let's see if we get these bins assembled. I think we can do it. Got them all moved over here, and we got all the equipment moved over, and we all got good night's sleep. We hung out the kids for a bit, so we're energized. Let's get this done. I guess we're about ready to reassemble this. It's gonna be kind of interesting getting the shape of this circle to match that one, because this one's all kind of stretched and oblong, but I think we'll get it. We got them mated together. It wasn't terrible, but there was definitely a little bit of finessing involved and some new hole drilling, but we got her together. So we're gonna drive it forward and then back it up to its new home. We shouldn't need ladders for here on, because it's all gonna be waist high working, because we gotta drill all new holes around that whole ring onto the starter rings, which are over here. Technically, this is probably the heaviest bin we've ever lifted.
That is.
We've never lifted a 24 before, fully together.
No, we haven't, right.
He'll start driving up on this edge here and it'll lift him up, because the ground is raised here soon. He's just about to start going uphill. You can probably let go, Scott. Okay. Okay, that's how we're sitting. We are officially off Bell's Big Mud Bin Boom. All the weight is on the starter ring. So we got 2 sets of bolts every so far around, bunch right there. Took a little bit of finessing to get it to line up, down, around, but we got it. So now we got to finish going through, drilling all the new holes and putting bolts through the whole thing. And then this bin should be good to go. And then eventually this sheet, it's gonna go right there when we finish out the aeration tube. And that door has got to come down. And that old aeration hole got to get patched. Like I said, $1 a bushel, not $5 a bushel. That adds up when you got 45,000 bushels. Okay, here we go, onto the 21 footers. First top's going on. Get her lined up, put some punches through it, get a couple bolts in, and then start slowly seaming it together. Just watched SpaceX's catch of Starship today, of the booster, and it was epic. And I think about what we're doing here and how not epic this is compared to that. Oh man, still this is pretty cool. All right, she's together. Got it. Let's put it on the pad. It's gonna be a long row of bins. All the way there and all the way there. And there's gonna be one more on the very end down there. What are all these sheets for?
Those are to patch the cores and those pieces. We just put them all in one bin.
Oh, I see. There we go. Officially permanently mounted. And of course, that's what they said when they put this bin in its original location, was it's permanently mounted there. Bins are never permanently mounted. But I think this bin is gonna be pretty permanent. By the way, who did that? That's gross. Come on, guys. The goal is to get these all anchored down tight. Then we're gonna come back and it's gonna be fun. Undo all that, drop this down, patch this spot up there, put a sheet here, cut that off, weld an elbow that goes out straight for the fan to bolt on, patch that, and then we gotta put the aeration floors in. So yeah, lots of work to do, but we got lots of time because 2025 crop, is like, what is that, 10 months away? So 9 or 10 months away. We got some time. We always have time. There's always time farming. Lots of time, plenty of time. Let's see, there it is. I was looking for you. She's together. 2 halves make a hole. Now, did not hit the fummins. Oh, he hit the fummins. It'll buff. All right. There goes the top. Tractor's unhooked. Row just got longer. 1 left to go, but I'm gonna be gone tomorrow. So the guys are gonna switch gears and they're gonna go to fixing up these open gaps and the ones we've got, get them taken care of, and then I'll be back Tuesday. This day's Sunday. The wind's picking up, so we had to get this done. Didn't want to lose a bin down the field. So, good. I'm ready to be done with bins. Okay, last of the 21. Until we find another 21 to put on that pad that we don't have a 21 for. But we gotta fix this, the oblong, the bin. So we'll get this together, put it on the pad, and I think we're gonna assemble a 24, at least get it put together, and then keep it on the crane. So that way it'll stay in the wind if it does blow. And then we'll get a pad port here, hopefully. Not long, we get some rings rounded up. I think we're done. You could, if you want that, you could lower the butt down and I'll get the unhooked. All right, we're mounted. She's good. So, like I just cut the aeration tube off right there. We'll finish this up, then poke a new hole, fabricate a end that goes out the flange to attach the fan to. A little bit of rust in some areas here. It's just surface, it's not structural. So let's take care of this, get this buttoned up. We're done setting bins on pads for now. That's it. Oh, that's awesome. That's a lot of bins. Man, it's a lot of bins. So, now we gotta pour a pad. That's it. Last bins together. That's the 24. It's gonna go parked somewhere. I think we're gonna put it behind one of these big West deals. And I think those are 3609s. 9-ring, 36 feet wide. It's a 24-foot wide. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ring. Soon to be 7 ring because we'll have a 7 ring and a starter when we get our pad poured. Cool. Oh, this weather's been terrific. We had a lot of rain. August was one of our wettest Augusts we've had in a number of years. September we had a good couple rains, really solid. Got the winter wind in and looking good, but it has been dry ever since. We haven't had a rain since mid-September, early September. So we're due for a good rain. There's still moisture. Crops are fine, they're growing, but it would really hurt to, it wouldn't hurt to get some moisture back in the surface because it's drying out slowly. So, but with that said, we'll see when we get to pouring a pad. I don't know when it's gonna happen. We gotta get the rings, like I said earlier, round up some rebar and get all the materials and move an old cultivator out of the way there so we can put a bin pad right there, or there. Size comparison. A bit different here. So that's gonna hold close to 8,000 when it's said and done. And that one holds close to 30,000. These are much nicer, but that's a lot cheaper. And when you're not growing crops, cheaper is the better way to go. We just won't have one of these fat 10-horse insane blowers. Centrifugal fans on that thing. We got a little fan on it. Okay. We'll shut the tractor off, let it sit there, and it'll just wait until it's time. Now we got all the bins buttoned down, thankfully, and done spraying. Definitely done spraying. Brought Big Brute in here, and we dropped oil on it. We're gonna top it off some new oil and get it done for winter, because, well, I logged 300 hours on it, and I think that's enough. It's time to put it to bed. Who put that drain there? So I'll be pumping some delicious Case IH #1 1540 engine oil into Big Brute. It's some of the best oil we probably used on our engine on the farm. We love it. High in oxidation resistance and extended drain intervals. And being that Big Brute was, well, I guess at heart, a Case IH machine because it was a Titan floater truck. It makes sense. But two, we just use this in all of our diesel equipment. So let's pump her up. You can find this at your local Case IH dealer. Oil's good stuff. Not the bin. I mean the cart here. That's custom and special and love it. Awesome cart. But the oil inside, that's the good stuff. Nothing like clean oil. It doesn't just stop there with oil. There's a whole line of Case IH tools and equipment available, like the 12,000 watt generator that we've been using to cut those bins with the plasma cutter. And as seen in other parts of our shop here, like this awesome toolbox. Thing's a beast, power tools. And then of course you've got, you know, ratchet wrenches. So anyways, yep, head up your Case IH dealership for a broad range of tools and equipment that might be available, or you can go online to the Case IH website and take a look. All right, let's get the Brute out of here.
All right, looks like I'm running out of battery, but I'll quickly run up the stairs here to show you what I'm doing. What's happening is we're cleaning spring wheat for next year. I've got the cleanings truck where we'll dump back in the bin. That's the clean grain that's in that green truck, and also the trailer. This is our surge right here. That's the cleaning plant. Andy's down there. So we're back at it again. I better get down there before the pup fills up and it overflows. And that's no pump fiction either. Yeah, so we're it's nice to get it done while the weather's good. Then we'll have it out of our hair. We don't have to worry about it next spring. So let's run over here. We're taking it out of this bin. And then we're filling that bin with clean spring wheat seed. We got a lot of winter wheat in, the most winter wheat we ever had as far as acres. And so it's not a lot of spring wheat. There'll be some, but it'll take the pressure off. We also have going is that they want some yellow peas to market. And I just seen the truck coming from unloading. So I'm gonna fill this pup, then I'm gonna move this conveyor, which is awesome. I love this conveyor. It's a great conveyor. It transports on its own, and it's so quick to move from this bin to that bin. We'll plug that in to that bin, and then we'll load him up with peas, then bring it back and make sure the surge bin here, the pup, has seed for him to continuously pull from as far as cleaning. So yeah, it's Andy from Pride Grain Cleaning. He does it. He did it this fall about a month ago, a little over a month ago. All right, I'll throttle it down. Shut off this. Now I'm going to leave it running because I got to pull it out because he's coming. Okay, fire this puppy up and take it over and unload it into the bin. right there. As I'm unloading this truck here, clean spring wheat, into this bin, I'm just gonna share with you guys, a number of years ago we decided to take some older bins we had, and there was a place east of us, about 100 miles, Haber, that manufactured these bottom bin hoppers that you can set existing bins on or new bins on. And so we were trying to decide whether you could have the option of setting them on gravel, and they have a base they weld around on it, and then it'll just sit there and you kind of anchor it, or you pour a concrete slab and then bolt it onto it. Well, we decided to do a little different. We, since we have that service truck with a derrick digger with that can dig for holes, we took a 3-inch auger bit, not 3-inch, excuse me, that metric, 3 feet, and we bored out holes down about 4 feet or so into the ground, and then rebarred, and then poured them, and then just made a form on the outside for the concrete so it didn't run off. And we were kind of wondering, you know, what would happen, you know, with the ground down below. What it is, it's seabed clay, old ancient seabed clay. Let me grab some here. Well, there's really not much to grab. Anyway, I'll show you here what it is. It's a clay that really hard for plants to grow on. As you can see, we have not sprayed any chemical or put any deficit down to kill all the growth. It just doesn't grow. Nothing grows on it. They're slowly creeping in some of these Canadian thistle, but other than that, you know, even fireweed has a hard time finding to grow in it. And so, but it's all the same. And all I'm saying this is that some people are wondering, well, it's going to settle. Aren't you going to have problems that way? And absolutely not. It's been a number of years, no movement whatsoever, and they've been full. And so it's clean and very inexpensive to hold these bins in place by just the pillars, just around on each leg. So that worked out well. Makes a nice bin area. Okay, well, it looks like I need to lift that truck up a little bit and keep augering and then go back, and not long that other truck over there will be full, and one more of these, and then I think we're going to call it. Okay, I had to stop what I'm doing to go get the camera. I forgot to get it. So to bring you guys along with what we're doing, it's a beautiful day. It's toward the last half part of October, probably about a week left. And what we got going on here is peasy easy, cleaning peas. Great time to do it. So it's just kind of, been cleaning peas for a little bit. What I just did is over this conveyor here, I just moved from over on that this bin right here to put into the back of this trailer. We're using that as a surge tank that can pull out of the cleaner can pull out all the time. So I'm just ready to fire this up. So let's just show you the process of what we did here. This is a cleaner that we put together. We bought the scalper and then trailer, modified all that, and then we built this air scalper here, air cleaner, that cleans all the fines out. And so anyway, I'm going to get it started. So here's what we do. First thing, I'm just going to go ahead and start the fan. And kind of dirty, but down in there is where it exits, but the grain will come out of this auger, drop down into this hopper. There's a long gate that you can open and close, but just adjust the flow. It comes down, it cascades across this airflow. All this stuff here is blowing out, and then the peas to go in final separation into that unit. So, all right, so what we want to do now is let's go ahead and get the scalper going. Let's go ahead and get the trailer cleaned, which is that one. Scalper, which is that one. And then the scalper auger, which comes up from here, goes into there and dumps in. And finally, intake. Now, I'm going to go down and let me here and turn it down to about right there. Lock it in. Okay. So, up. I better get this one. Through this process, I forgot to do the one important step too. Is the conveyor. There we go. I'll show you the process again. This is taking the peas up to the hopper, going down, the air separates, goes up here, it drops in here. I'll show you those are the rocks that we picked up because the peas were short this year, and though we didn't really cut on the ground, we didn't just drag the ground. There's always gopher holes that kick up when they're digging, or badger holes, and you end up scooping up the dirt. And when you're cutting like that and it goes into the platform, into the combine, and that size rocks fall through the sieves, and then that's why we really got to clean it. One of the reasons why I'm crawling, not me, I'm coming to the top of the bin. Let me see if we can see what we're doing. Do you see our project? Really can't see my cleaning because it's tucked away from this side, but do you see all those bins we moved? I was trying to think how many bins we moved. 18 so far with that big butt boom crane. Oh, look at, we're finally starting to get a pile there. Let me go over here. What I got to do is babysit this. You can't get away from it too long because that's when a rock will jam in one of the augers. All right, I need to move the truck toward the middle part of the back, fill that up, move to the back, and then I'll shut everything down, take this truck over and unload it into the pea bin. Crawling this new peat. Okay, did I move it far enough? For right now, I guess. Okay. I've got the trailer full. Let's head over to the auger and put it in the bin.